starting out solitary, it's Lippy Witch, and we're on 236, and we're talking about magical creatures, and if you work with them. And me, I don't. So this is probably going to be a short video. I have mentioned, for the most part, because I'm an atheist witch, I'm naturally very skeptical. I have had limited to no experience with magical creatures, and find magical creatures symbolic, as I do with like deities, rather than literal. However, I am an open-minded skeptic, so I'm not closed-minded to the idea that, say, fairies exist, or maybe even dragons existed at one time. Like, if there's proof of it, I will absolutely go along with it. I'm not against things for the sake of being against it. I also am very aware, symbolic or literal, there are many folk who do use magical creatures in their practice. For example, a YouTuber, Dragonfeather, she uses dragons in hers, very much so, and her spirituality very much revolves around that magical creature. There are people who do this with fairies. There are people who do this with water creatures like mermaids and stuff. And especially if you come from a culture, be it Native American or Aborigine of some Aboriginal of some sort, you definitely would have lore to work with magical creatures that may not be like common knowledge magical creatures. Such as, I believe it's in Australia, there's a rainbow snake mythos. It's definitely something many folk of the pagan persuasion incorporate into their practice to some degree. And of course, magical creatures, as even just symbolism, are fun. I have dragons all over my house. I do not use them in my practice, but what else? I don't have fairies, but and I'm not big personally on using magical creatures in my practice, just because, like I've said, they're more symbolic. But like the dragon figures, and I've shown the big fan in the back, which do have dragons on it. They're powerful creatures. They're strong. They're fiery. They're passionate creatures to me. And also the phoenix is a real big magical creature that I really resonate with. Just, it's a creature that dies and gets reborn, and repeatedly. If you weren't already aware of what a phoenix is. And I just really relate to it. Do I think it exists? No. But the symbolism along with it can definitely be incorporated into my practice. So that's pretty much all I gotta say on this one. So let me know what you guys think. Bye.